we go. Ooh, snap.
Opened in 2020 and immediately one of the main attractions here on the Las Vegas Strip. Welcome everyone to Allegiant Stadium.
All right, I don't think we played yet.
Young Kweku has it all teed up. And away we go at Allegiant Stadium. Fielded at the 7. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Bails out of the pocket quick.
Ah, shit, I threw it way too late. I got mad lucky, too.
Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
Holy shit, that was mad luck.
Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy
He got away with one right there.
Pass didn't work on 2nd. Let's see how that affects this 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. He cuts it to the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That is your old school.
That was good blocking. Shit, that wasn't all him. That was the blocking right there.
Just rush it ahead.
Better to the O-line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Cut out left. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go.
All right, guys, we're here trying to break the curse of the Denver Broncos in this league. Apparently they have a curse.
To throw, here's Nix. Dumps it off to his running back.
Ooh.
He's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
At that down the distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in.
Oh, good tackle on his end. Damn.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. They'll hand it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Offense up to the line fast. Williams.
Good job,
And
Williams.
he gets in. Touchdown. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. Javonte Williams, the touchdown.
And that was a good defense he had right there, too. That was tough.
Partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was
right, guys. Donkeys are up. Defense
in the
up.
end zone, getting your offense
This is Orange Crush is up.
Gear right here early on.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Trey Tucker to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin.
Broncos trying to maintain control of the AFC West. Raiders trying to get in contention. I already got my win over the Chargers. We got 1 on the Chargers right now. Broncos had a good draft. Got some good pieces in there. Got some old timers getting up there. Gonna have to move on from them. Rico, I could call them donkeys if I want, but that's what they are, man. The Broncos are donkeys.
They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35.
That's a compliment, Rico.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay.
Rico said, I'm not a fan of the Broncos because I called them donkeys. I think it just sounds better.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Blown back in the
Good job,
backfield, and he
defense.
gets
Good
the
job.
And he's brought down
Mr.
for a
Benito.
loss.
Or Brownie,
Was
whatever.
supposed to move the chains or at least make
One
third
of the
down
two.
easier to handle instead. Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. He's dropping back to throw. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings
Man, I just realized he has Shedeur Sanders too. I'm like,
Savvy linebackers. They're just right in the
pay
middle of
attention,
everything, aren't they, Kate?
see if he's
And it
gonna
seems like
scramble or
at
not.
times they're the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Broncos get set to take over.
Tell you what, though, man, I'm going to say it again. These teams are stacked. Everybody's got a stacked team. Yeah, Rico, if you're looking to join the league, another one, this one is stacked. Yeah, fuck super teams and shit.
kicks from the gun. He's got a man left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's a handoff up the gut. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Another carry for him.
Oh.
And that was an incredible effort.
A hard-earned fucking soft-ass yard.
No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
One defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Throw.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Son's been clutch.
They get 6 and a first
all
down as
year.
well.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
It's Nix out of the pistol. Hits him on the out route. And they cut this down
does
to
not
the
go
28.
down.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
All right, we're going to let the clock dry up.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Simple dive up the middle. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Sutton, the man in motion, headed right. Breaks the tackle, still going. 16 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
It just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Yeah, like that.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Oh, yeah, look at that. That looks like a fucking thirsty blitz.
They give it to him again. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. They got 2 on the run. It's 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Nicks off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll pick up.
Ooh, we got the first down to holy shit.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
From inside the 1, here's 1st and goal. Give now to the running back. Has the Denver touchdown. The Broncos take a 13-0 lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just...
Yeah, that run game is pretty strong right now, gentlemen.
Pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Tucker now on the return. Returns looking good so far. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. It's White on the give. He cuts it back right.
Ooh, what a run. Wow, that was a hell of a run.
The Raiders start to fight back with their first points of this game. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time.
Sensational speed.
The seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base.
Wow, that hasn't happened all year.
Hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returning it from the 4.
In the back of my mind, though, the defensive line coach is probably screaming at them.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. Connects on the crosser. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix gets his running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Handoff on second and short. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Nix with it on first.
Oh, Crosby's too fast. Ah.
He falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Lone back gets the handoff. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Oh, shit. Got 7 seconds left. Yeah, let me...
The Raiders go a nickel on this 3rd down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. And it's the Broncos.
Ooh, the NFL draft is right around the corner. Doesn't it start Thursday? It's Thursday. Yeah. Everybody gets to watch their favorite teams get their pick in. Convince themselves that it's a good pick when it really might not be. Third and 8. Ugh, we're third and long too. Ugh.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Finds Mims.
Oh.
And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
Hell of a catch by that cat.
Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Offense in the hurry up here. Man in motion out of the slot. This throw is caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Trying the right side. He's across the line for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime.
Yeah, that was a hell of a drive. I needed to score, guys. I needed to score. He gets the ball second half.
Get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1.
You've been using those D linemen pretty good.
If you are able
it's not some good stops on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Tucker now on the return. Oh, he shows a burst on his
kicker.
return.
Good job, kicker.
And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
Probably going to try running it. That one run was a success, but I'm not going to blitz him like that again. That's for sure. That opened up the hole. That was the floodgates right there. Moses split the river, the Red Sea.
Ball at the 33 for first down. They send a man in motion. They go play action on first. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They'll throw it. Completed to his running back. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. He'll throw it yet again. He sends this one to the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing from the gun here. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. Well, they just did.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now looking to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Looking for the back that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
The kick by Lutz is good.
All right.
And that'll get him back to 11.
Out of the first half.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Starting from the 5. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Tucker now on the return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now on the counter. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Pass play coming here. That's complete to the rookie out of Alabama. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. This ball's cut by Bowers. Running down the left side.
Damn, nice play on his end.
Take this in, touchdown.
It was coming.
The Raiders
It was coming.
Coming out of halftime. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Koo on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Short pass brought in. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
On 1st down, they'll run. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
1st and 10 from the 41. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Buying some time left.
That was bad throw.
It's intercepted. Trayvon Merritt has it. And the Raiders get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the 37. He put some juice on a deep
Oh,
throw.
shit.
Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
I lost track of my guy. There was someone right there.
Field and special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. They'll run it from the gun.
Ooh, that's coming back.
This isn't resolved quite yet as he goes out. We've got a flag down.
Shit's real.
Looks like it's going to be on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. He'll look to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Bruce Sternum, Kramer.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Slot man motioned over. Throwing on 2nd and 8. The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. The give now to White.
Wow, what a drive. Big turnover. Cost me the lead.
Pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Brock, we all use literally far too often these days and sometimes in the wrong context, but this guy has literally driven his team to a lead here. His 2nd score puts him in front in this 2nd half.
Yeah, and hopefully some of that determination, that want to, he showed on that run could seep over to his defenders who are right now buckling up with a newly acquired lead. That way the next time he takes the field, well, that lead will still be on the board.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
All right, guys, we need to get down there and score, man. We fucking got a little momentum now.
Here's a give up the middle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Putting a receiver in motion. Nix from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 27.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Nix.
Oh, shit.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He'll start from the 39. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that a punt of 47 yards. And it'll be Raider football. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now a give running right. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 now. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That one's cut along the left sideline.
It was such a privilege for me to
That
watch
was
Marvin
mean
Harrison
route. I saw that
Wilson,
wide open on my side.
Daryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Running this one left. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
I heard that squeak and I looked behind me for a second.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and 6 coming up here. Try the right side with White.
Oh my God, he cut back hard.
He will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders making a 9-point advantage.
He cut back hard, but the whole line collapsed to the right.
I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Play action with Mix. Mims with the grab. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Second and 3. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Nix with it on 1st. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll throw again. Nix. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To throw, here's Nix.
Wow, he bumped my guy, took me out of my route.
Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
Damn. 4th down.
Coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. It's Nix out of the pistol.
Ooh.
Someone stepped in. It's intercepted.
Good game. That's a wrap.
Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Maybe we get a turnover, but
an aggressive
10 points
choice
down.
to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that
I got
pass
bullied.
off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're
So
not
I
running
got
it
bullied
too
right
far
here.
to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Back-to-back carries here. And they're ready for him at the line. Couldn't manage anything there.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Looking for a throw here. Complete out to the right. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Finds Mims. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Working quickly here. Throwing on 1st down. Nix hits his running back. Rolling into enemy territory. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Headed out right. Completed to his running back. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Broncos gotta score in a hurry. Second and 3 now. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Here's the pylon. And all he needed was one more stride. He's at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
This would put it back within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now.
Excuse me.
Tucker now on the return.
Oh.
Finds some space. He's past the 30.
Oh.
Excellent return here. Sets them up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear. Hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
powers through the middle for a gain of 4. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Second and 6 coming up here. Another carry for him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Back to the well again. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. The defense takes its third and final timeout. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And they could really use a good one here. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks him
on the
inside
1 yard
their
line.
own 10.
Oh, baby. All right. 99 yards. 99 problems.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Here he is to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running. He'll look to throw it. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running. Back to throw.
Oh, it's game. GG's.
So put this in the win column for the Raiders.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm done.